This was one of Ding Junhui's most dominant moments at the Crucibles. His very first shot delivered pinpoint positional play. The cue ball curved through a perfect arc, escaping the snooker Selby had crafted. Then it rebounded straight toward the top left pocket. And unbelievably, the outrageous path it took resulted in a snooker of its own. The unexpected outcome instantly ignited the entire crowd. But Selby, the greatest defensive master of the modern game, showed not a flicker of panic. He had already mapped out the perfect escape route in his mind. Little did he know, this was only the beginning of his nightmare. Selby's reply combined flawless line and perfect weight, letting the cue ball roll delicately onto the brown. A faint smile appeared on his face. He was clearly pleased with his precision. But with the cue ball glued to the brown, Ding had the perfect chance to tighten the trap. What awaited Selby next would be an even more vicious snooker. Ding sent the cue ball into the tiny gap between the blue and the top cushion, producing another brutally difficult snooker. Selby stood at the table in silence. Could he possibly escape this one? Let's keep watching. Despite playing with extreme caution, a microscopic misjudgment in the angle caused the balls to miss each other. Selby, already irritated, grew even more frustrated, yet he forced himself to remain calm. Against a peak form Ding Junhui, even the slightest misstep could cost him the frame entirely. Selby's second attempt failed again, and his anger continued to rise. One more mistake, and Ding would seize absolute control. After readjusting, Selby finally struck the brown, but unfortunately left a tricky angle to the bottom pocket. The shot was difficult, demanded extreme accuracy, and offered no route to the blue afterward. So Ding wisely chose not to attack, using defense to regain control instead. Ding attempted to send the brown up table, but the blue blocked it midway, and by sheer luck, another snooker was formed. This fortunate shot left Selby standing aside with a gloomy face. With nearly every color available for potting, any mistake here would let Ding clear the table for victory.
Angle to hit the brown. Can he get it safe?
But this particular snooker posed little threat to Selby. He escaped cleanly without leaving a chance. Ding, utterly merciless, laid yet another snooker. Only Ding Junhui could give a peak form Selby this kind of headache. Selby fought back as well, successfully escaping once again. After so many exchanges without forcing an error, Ding needed something even more devilish. This was already the 5th consecutive snooker, and the toughest so far. A failed escape now would almost certainly end the frame. Selby hesitated, searching for the perfect line. Do you think he'd slip this time? Selby's shot barely missed. The cue ball brushed past the brown, and even worse, left Ding a free ball. Selby snapped, slamming the rest and storming off in anger. Ding potted the blue and took control. The brown, however, was at a brutal angle. Switching to defense would have been the safer call, yet Ding chose to go all in. A huge angle brown, cleanly potted. At this stage of his career, Ding possessed not only elite cue ball control, but terrifying accuracy as well. A true six-sided warrior. Then, in a miracle moment, the blue dropped into the left pocket. That stroke of outrageous luck completely wiped out Selby's final chance to fight back.